So I'm just waiting to be live again, and we are now. So thank you, everybody. This is the awards ceremony, and for that, I will share my screen. So give me 1 minute, please. Yeah. So right. Okay, so you must be seeing my screen now. And after 2 days and a half of the conference, where we have got brilliant keynote presentations, very nice and interesting paper sessions, and of course we got the 2 panel sessions with former IMAV chairs. Now it is the moment to present to you the awards of the award ceremony that recognize the best papers of the conference. It's always a very difficult task to decide on who gets what. We really gave it a long thought and a discussion, so it was not easy. Personally, I think this year we got a very nice set of papers with very interesting topics. So I apologize in advance if perhaps some of you didn't get the recognition in the form of an award, but I have to let you know that we recognize your work by coming here and presenting your work in this IMAV conference is by itself a very nice step, and certainly you will get the recognition of the community who also came and paid attention to your talk. So this is the awards ceremony of the 12th International Micro-Air Vehicle Conference. It was run by, well, it is being run by INAOE, UTLAB, BOAB, and Sinvestap for Mexican institutions. And we got a sponsor, the company Luxonics, who very kindly has offered us an award prize that I will announce in a minute. So I don't want to delay more the excitement of the announcement. So let me go to announce the first one, which is the best student paper. And then again, I was glad to see that among the works submitted to this conference, to this year, many papers were authored by students. We gathered a group of papers where the first author was a student, and we read all of the papers and tried to decide which one had to be the winner of this award. Again, I think all the papers stood out on their own. There are very, very nice papers. But well, this one in particular was very nice. We, after the discussion, we concluded that this paper deserved a bit more of recognition. So the best student paper goes to Pietro Li Volsi for his work on entitled Design of Aeroacoustically Stealth Map Rotors. Is he around? Is he online? Or any of the authors, David Gomez-Ariza, Thierry, Jardin, Romain, Gojon, and Jean-Marc Moschetta? Is there any of the authors who could come forward and say a few words? Oh, okay. Okay, can we?
I think Romain is here.
Please, Romain, if you if you're around.
I don't know if you want to say some words, but I think he's connected.
Let's wait for a couple of minutes to see if Romain wants to come forward and say a few words.
Thierry speaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, because we could not unmute our mic, but now it's fine. So I guess maybe Pietro is around, but he could not unmute his mic. I don't know.
Then let's wait for him. Please, members of the staff, give me a minute. Oyuki, if you can request for Pietro to be unmuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I forgot that it is not possible. So can you confirm to me, Oyuki?
Yes.
This is the last session of the morning, so it is not a problem if people if we unmute the microphone to these authors. So please, members of staff, if you can do that. Pietro, are you ready?
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can talk. Apparently.
Please go ahead.
It's Pietro.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So thank you very much for this award. I would like to say something. I would like really to thank all my supervisors, Thierry and Romain, also Professor Moschetta, but also my supervisor from the parrot side, David, and everybody who supported me, like my family and my friends and wife. And yeah, thank you very much. It's really an honor to be awarded from this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can you turn on your camera? Is that possible?
No, it's not possible. I don't know. I cannot turn it on.
Let me see. So we want to get to know you. So. Yuki, you may request the camera, perhaps.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, there you are. I apologize for that.
Yeah,
but congratulations on behalf of the local organizers, the local institutions, of course. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Again, I thank all my colleagues for this paper, because it's yeah, without them it wouldn't have been the same. So thank you very much. And
you are welcome. So okay, let's in order to go smoothly with the ceremony, please turn off your cameras and microphone after you leave the stage, because we want to give the opportunity to all to the authors to come forward and say a few words, and of course to get to know them. So let me try again to share my presentation. It's going to be a bit slowly. Okay. I think I got it now. So we are going to present now the best technical application paper. And the idea behind this award is to recognize papers submitted to the conference that obviously is reviewed. The main focus here is to recognize a work where we can appreciate technical implementations, a design that requires or an experimental framework that requires a lot of technical aspects. And of course, we also look at the type of application that the paper is studying. So this combination in between an application that is desired to be addressed, and then the technical details that are required to solve this application. So one of the nice things about the IMAV is that we not only receive scientific papers, we also receive technical or application papers And in that sense, we want to recognize one of these papers as the best technical application paper, and especially because in the field of micro-air vehicles, there are many issues to be addressed, and some of them are driven by certain applications. And that's why we think it is nice to, that in this venue we can receive this type of technical papers or application papers. And then in that sense, we recognize or at least we award this best technical application paper. So without further delay, this best technical application paper of the IMAV 2021 goes to Gautier, Hattenberger, Titouan, Verdu, Nicolas, Maury, Pierre, Narvor, Fleur, Couvreux, I apologize for the pronunciation, Murat, Bronz, Simon, Lacroix, Gregory, Cayez, and Gregory Roberts. Please, if the authors, or at least Gautier, if he can be on mute, including his camera, and any of the other authors who are in the room. So please come forward.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. And if you can turn on your camera.
It should be down now.
Yes, please go ahead. Congratulations.
Okay, so thank you very much for this award. I think, of course, I would like to thank all the people involved in this project. It was quite long and intense application, and my personal belief is that all this science, earth science, atmospheric or volcanology, as we have seen yesterday, is a very, very good application field for UAVs. And this is something that the industry will probably not tackle because it only concerns a few research teams in the world. But it still needs a lot of technical developments. And yeah, I think there is a lot of improvements and technical and scientific developments to do in the field of earth science in general. So yeah, I'm very flattered and happy for this award and for all my team. So thank you.
Yes, and I forgot, I apologize because I forgot to mention the number of the paper, the name of the paper, sorry, which is Field Report, Deployment of a Fleet of Drones for Cloud Exploration. Congratulations, Gautier.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we found this paper. It is a very nice paper. We find it very interesting and very challenging. So deploying a fleet of drones is nothing easy to do. And there was this debate in terms of what paper deserves this award, because we had this paper and of course other paper in mind. So it was really a very difficult choice. And I must say that the last word was given to the fact that you show this deployment of a fleet of drones. So yeah, congratulations. And please tell us a bit more about that. Like, how did you manage to have all these drones? Like, did you use one pilot, multiple pilots?
Actually, it was a real challenge because the flight area that we need is very long to follow the clouds for several minutes. The airplanes were sent 14 kilometers away, so they had to come back, and it was a question of should we have one pilot for each drones or not. And it turns out that we didn't have enough pilots anyway. So we made the choice to only have one operator for all drones and one safety pilot. And we had a special tool just to enable the radio communication, the remote control communication for one of the drone that we need to pilot manually or not. So yeah, we have a special remote control design for that. yeah, it's quite difficult to handle several drones, and I hope that in the future we can fly even more drones with this kind of autonomous navigation, and with the possibility to go even smoother than what we did, because that was a lot of pressure for the pilots and operators.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe you will go for volcano exploration as well, as we saw.
Yeah, I was very interested by yesterday's paper, and we hope that we will have the chance to track either volcanoes or any kind of plumes that's very different from clouds, and we have projects and vision in this field as well. So hopefully we will come back again at IMAV with this kind of papers.
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to see your future work on that. Thank you, Gautier.
Thank you again.
Okay, so thank you, and let's go to the next award. And in this case, and as you can note, this ceremony is quite brief, but for the next one, which is the best conference paper, before announcing the winner of the best conference paper, I would like to take a bit of time to recognize some runners up to this award, some finalists. Then once more, it was very difficult to decide which paper had to receive this award. Personally, it is always a struggle, because I work in this field. Even though I'm from robotics, I can appreciate all the hard work that is behind implementing something that works. So in that sense, many of the papers that we reviewed, to me, they were very nice. It was very difficult. It's a very difficult choice to make. And when you are doing this, at some point, you really wish you wouldn't be in that situation in which you have to choose one of these ones. Obviously, we do this collectively. We have a set of reviewers who vote for the papers. So in that sense, you feel less guilty, but it's always difficult. So in any case, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to mention these finalists. And the first finalist is, well, they are Jan Cayez and Christophe de Wagter, for their paper entitled Extended Incremental Nonlinear Control Allocation on the TU Delft Quad Plane. Please, if any of the authors are around, could you come forward and say a few words? Tell us a bit about your paper.
Yes, I hope you can see and hear me now.
Okay, yeah, it's interesting.
Good as well. But yeah, I hope it works. Apologies for that. Yeah, I did this project together with Christophe as my master thesis, which I finished last year. So I had a lot of fun working on it, and yeah, I was really glad that the paper was also accepted to be presented at IMAV. Of course, I want to thank Christophe already for giving the presentation, which he did perfectly, I think. And yeah, it's an honor to be selected for this award. So there's a lot of nice work being presented at the conference. So yeah, that's really surprising, but that's really cool. So thanks already.
Thank you. Christophe, I'm not sure if you're around. Would you like to say something?
Yes, I'm around. Thanks a lot. We want to thank you for the recognition towards this paper, and I want to especially congratulate Jan, because he did all the very hard work. Only like to guide him through this process, and I would like to use this opportunity to also thank the organizers. We know how hard it is to organize an event and then having to cancel things and postpone. And I think everybody will agree that it was very well organized. The streams were very well managed. And we also hope that the work done in our paper, maybe can help out to improve the control of resource-limited platforms. Thank you.
Thank you, Christophe. Thank you very much. And after that, we have to announce the other finalists to this best conference paper. Then again, it was very difficult to decide which one. But I'm glad that we have the opportunity to mention and recognize that this paper was considered to the best conference paper as a runner-up. This one and the next one, which is going to be the work of Gautier, Hattenberger, Murat, Bronz, Jean-Philippe Condomines for their paper called Estimating Wind Using a Quad Rotor. Please, if the authors are around, Gautier was here, so please come forward.
Yeah, hello again.
Please.
Yeah, okay, so thank you again for this first selection. This work is actually at the beginning kind of internal student project, because Murat, which is doing a lot of work on energy harvesting, he wanted to measure or to get an idea of the wind shear around some yields. So we were looking for technical solutions to measure the wind field, and for the training of our students, I proposed to start the review of the different techniques for estimating wind, and so we came with this. They made the preliminary design of the aircraft, and we finished their work to present this, because we thought it's well, it's a good nice approach, and there is a lot of small things scattered everywhere. So, but yeah, I think it's still preliminary, and we can push further the estimation of some parameters and calibration as well, to make it easier to use for other people that don't have the facilities that we have.
Thank you, Gautier. Personally, I like it a lot. It was one of my favorites, if I may say it. This idea of estimating wind and what you can do with that. It was very, very nice, very cool. So I like it a lot. Thank you, Gautier.
Thank you.
I don't know if any of the other authors, Murat or Jean-Philippe, if they are around and want to come forward.
Murat was connected earlier, but maybe he's not anymore. So
okay. Well, in that case, let me see. It's not that I want to add tension to the ceremony, but let me see. If we have Pietro still with us. Pietro, are you there? The winner of the Best Student Paper Award. Please, yes. Please come put on your camera, because I think it was not fair to you because of my mismanagement of the presentation. Please come again and tell us a bit about your paper, because I didn't ask you that. So
yeah, don't worry. Yeah, again, thank you for your time. Our paper was, yeah, actually it's the first paper that we published with my colleagues. So it's the best. I think that there cannot be best way to begin with. And yeah, again, thank to my colleagues, David, Thierry, Romain, Monsieur Moschetta, and Hélène that helped me a lot with the review of the paper. Right now, the main focus of our paper will be to put to print the rotors, the optimized rotors for both endurance and acoustics into the ISAE Supero anechoic chamber and see if the code predicts very well the behavior, and if this can help, for instance, the community, but also my industry part to design rotors with lower noise. So yeah, I think that our code will be useful in the future for practical applications. Yeah.
Great, thank you. I must say that I like this paper a lot, and especially because in the first panel of the conference, Professor Simon Watkins was talking about noise as a big issue in the drone community. So
yeah.
He was saying that there is a lot of work regarding how to make drones silent, right? Like you want them as you work, like you want them to be stealth, but then there is this other discussion of whether there are applications where we actually require noise. So I could see that there was this debate in there, and he was very enthusiastic about that. So that's why I like it. And then we got your paper. So I think it shows that the conference includes these very nice topics in micro air vehicles. So congratulations. And of course, I have to say that I like the vehicles from Parrot. We have used the VBOPs vehicles. They are very nice, and we have won competitions with them. So it's a very nice piece of technology. Yeah. So I'm happy that you are contributing to that. Thank you, Pietro.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's go to the main award, which is the best conference paper. And just let me get ready my slide. And once more, I'm thrilled to present this paper. And I think the authors of this paper, they did a very nice job in not only presenting the paper quite clearly, it was very nicely written, I really enjoy it, but also the application and the scientific work behind it. In sum, I think everything was nice, everything added up, and it is a very nice work. But also, I want to say, I don't want to miss saying that the other papers that we have mentioned now are also very nice works. I think we are privileged that in this conference, in this year, the conference received these amazing contributions. So the best conference paper of this IMAV 2021 goes to Shushuai Li, Christophe de Wagter, and Guido de Kroon for their paper entitled Nonlinear Model Predictive Control for Improving Range-Based Relative Localization by Maximizing Observability. Congratulations to the authors. Please come forward if you can. I'm not sure if Shushuai Li is here. Christophe, of course, he is, or for sure he was. Please.
Yes.
Please, show your camera.
Yes. So thank you so much for this awards, and also I'm glad to receive the recognition on my work, and also my thanks go to my colleague Christophe and my supervisor Guido. Our paper proposed nonlinear MPC not only to control multiple MAV, but also improve the localization. So I hope our work will contribute to the multiple MAV community in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I must say that model predictive control is a very hot topic nowadays. If you see talks about the autonomous drone racing, people are talking about that. If you see workshops organized around the topic of agile flight, they talk about model predictive control. So definitely it is, it's a very nice topic, and it was a very nice paper. It is a very nice paper. And then again, yes, one of my favorites. So congratulations. I don't know if Christophe wants to say something.
Thank you, Jose. I want to congratulate Shushuai, and I don't have a lot to add, but I hope that the next decade, as Gautier also said, we will see an increase in use of Swarm and collaboration, and we hope that this work will contribute a little bit. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Christophe. And I'm not sure if Guido is around. Guido?
Yeah,
Please
I'm
come
here.
forward. Please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I want to congratulate especially Shushuai for this work, and I want to mention that Shushuai has actually been working a lot on the relative localization in swarms. He will defend his PhD soon, 29th of November, and he has contributed a lot to the Crazyfly software also to make this available to others. And so this NMPC is not yet part of it, right, Shushuai? We still need to implement it on the real drones, to be honest. But all the other things he did, speeding up communication, making this relative localization possible, he made all that code open source and is helping to put it into Crazyfly. So if anybody's interested, please have a look at that. And congratulations again to Shushuai.
Thank you, Guido. Okay, so with that, I would like to announce the prize sponsored by the company Luxonics. Yesterday, we had the CEO of Luxonics. He delivered a very nice talk on the technology that they are developing. And he talked about the OAK-D Lite, which is a very reduced version of the OAK-D. And this is a smart camera. This smart camera has a stereo pair, monochromatic cameras. And in the center, you can see a third camera, which is a 4K resolution color camera. And the nice thing about this device is that it can run neural networks on the chip. So it sounds like I am doing the advertisement, but I know the sensor because we used it recently in a competition, the OpenCV AI Challenge, where they gave a previous version of the OAK-D sensor. And in fact, here in the conference, in one of the paper sessions, one of the authors presented his work on the use of one of these sensors for navigation, for drone navigation. And it was a very interesting paper. So to the winners of these 3 awards that we announced, the best conference paper, the best technical application paper, and the best student paper, they will receive one of these sensors, one OAK-D Lite sensor. The weight is 63 grams or something around 60 grams. So it's very light. It's very, very tiny, and I think it's ideal for maps. Not for the drones that Guido showed, like very tiny, no, maybe not, but for, let's say, vehicles of the size of maybe 30 centimeters or so, they are okay. So I hope you enjoy your OAK-D sensor. We will get in touch with you to get the details of where do you want it to be sent. And yeah, let's see if you can, I hope you can submit papers with this technology, maybe for the next IMAV conference. Great, congratulations to all the winners. And to conclude this ceremony, I want to announce also that we got ready the conference proceedings. And actually, in the conference proceedings, you will see this picture. I don't want to forget to mention that Oyuki took this picture this morning from the top of her flat, somewhere near Inaue. She just went up very early in the morning. She took her camera and took this picture because we struggled to find a picture of the volcanoes in our city without copyright. So I know it is a funny story, but I'm pretty sure that in the future I will tell it, and it is going to be something nice to remember. So these are the two volcanoes in our city. I'm really sorry that we didn't manage to organize the conference with all of you here in our city, to welcome you here, to host you. Our city is surrounded by these two mountains. One of them is a volcano, an active volcano. To the right, we have another big mountain as well. And to the left, there is another volcano. So yeah, we have plenty of mountains over here. If you want to come with your drones and do some exploration, some monitoring. But yeah, you can see from our institute, from INAOE, the institute where I work, you can see the volcanoes like this. So every morning we come to work, or when we used to before the pandemic, and now sometimes, but we come and we see this very nice view. It's a very, very nice view. So let me show you the proceedings now. We have them here. So yeah, these are the IMAV 2021 conference proceedings. I want to thank Christophe for all his help with the edition, of course, and I also want to thank Oyuki for all her help in also the edition and the preparation of the images. And as I said, this is an image that she took with her camera today, very early in the morning, and especially for these proceedings. So we are very happy to have this. And they will be available after this ceremony. We are going to post them on the official website of the IMAV organization, and we will add a link on the official website of the conference. So you can have a look at them, and we included the meaning of the logo, so you can remember why we decided to design the logo in this way. And then, of course, we got a call for papers, and then we have the sessions, the description of the sessions for the papers that were presented, and our keynote speakers. I take this opportunity to say thank you to all of them. They deliver very nice talks, and we have actually a last keynote in the afternoon. I welcome you to come to join us and enjoy that keynote. Tom, by the way, who delivered the keynote in the morning yesterday. Very nice and interesting keynote on volcanoes, using drones, of course, for monitoring the volcanoes. The CEO of Luxonics, our awards sponsor, and this morning we had Nicolas Marchand. So in the afternoon we will have Rogelio Lozano with us, so please join us. And of course, we had the opportunity of presenting to you sessions, panel sessions with former IMAV general chairs. I'm realizing that it is too small, please. Okay. So all of them are here. And then we got the best paper awards and special issues. And you will see in the proceedings as well that we mentioned that these 5 papers that we mentioned in this award ceremony, all of them were selected to be published in a special issue of the International Journal of Microwave Vehicles. So congratulations to them as well. It's part of the prize of the award. And then we also mentioned some papers, so another selection of papers that will go to the special issue for unmanned systems. So please come to the proceedings and check this information out. All right, and then of course you have all the papers. So you can browse all the proceedings and get all the papers ready for you to read them and enjoy them. I must say that these proceedings are open access, so they will be available on the website. And if you go to the website, let me see. Oh, okay, I stop this. If you go to the main website of the conference, the IMAV 2021.inaurep.mx, so you are seeing the website now. Yes, there you are. So you will see this clock that is showing in real time the Mexican time, just for all of you to get a reference of what time that was in real time. We will have a link here, so you will be able to click here and it will take you to the proceedings that I just showed a few minutes after we finish this session.